What's going on, guys? Stevie Hall here, Resurgent Designs. I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing and first reaction / first review of the MILESCRAFT Pocket Jig 400. Let's get into it. So MILESCRAFT recently brought me on as an ambassador, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to use and test out a lot of their tools and jigs and share my experience with you guys. Now, first things first, starting off, I'm a big sucker for good packaging, okay? And I think MILESCRAFT has some really good packaging. Just the amount of information that's on the box, the pictures, the diagrams, the text, and the information on what you can do and what's on it. And it also even has a QR code it says scan, learn, build. So you can scan that code, it takes you right to a page that shows you how to set this up, what you can do with it. That's a really cool feature. So I like that. I'm a big sucker for good packaging, so good job MILESCRAFT for that. Now, what's inside? They have a lot of things that are inside there, but obviously first things first we want to see is the pocket jig itself. So this is the jig from MILESCRAFT. Overall construction and design of a pocket jig, yeah, I mean, you're not really going to reinvent the wheel in the design of it. Okay, it's going to be pretty straightforward. So overall, the design is going to be pretty similar to any of the ones that you'll see out there now. However, when I picked this thing up, I mean, this thing feels very substantial. It feels very heavy, feels very durable. This is an aluminum base. So, I mean, it feels like something you could just throw on the floor and it'll be just fine. Now, what else comes in this box? You have the Pocket Jig 400 parts box. And what's inside here, you have little baggies of, sample screws. The other thing that's in here, you got your drill bit, obviously, your driver, your collet, another Allen key. The other thing is that this thing comes with a MILESCRAFT Pocket Jig dust port. So this dust port, we'll just slide in there, clip into place, and there you go. So you can attach your 1 1/4 inch dust port to it, and that'll be actually really nice. It'll take out a lot of that junk because it kind of builds up on you pretty quick. But now let's get a little bit closer look and get more hands-on and using it, setting it up, and showing you guys how simple this is going to be to use. So let's get into it. And for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be using just these two little pieces here. They're going to be assembled like this together. So I'll get that thing lined up in the 3/4 slot, or groove channel there, which I have it done. And then I'll keep it a little bit loose so that I can adjust these. So now this is a wider piece. You can see it's outside the frame of the actual jig. So I want to widen these pretty much as far as I can. So you can see now, that's where that will drill. Now, when we get here to this point, you got to look at the locking mechanism here. So it says a little bolt there, and you can loosen this thing up. Now when I get it there, I can move this individual nut back so that this thing won't move around and jump back and forth on me. It'll stay put. But before we drill, we need to set our drill bit correctly, which again, thanks to this handy little pull-out drawer, is conveniently found right there. Now, taking a closer look at this, it says to set depth align with step indicator. Now, this little picture here with the arrows is telling you how to set that up. Right where the widest part of the drill bit stops, that's where you want to stop on the step indicator. When you look here again, you've got imperial and metric. Imperial and metric, you got 1.5 inches, 1 inch, 3/4, and 1/2 inch. So now as we go to set this thing up, I want my widest part of that drill bit to stop right at the top of that indicator, like that. Now, I keep this on the table because what you have to do is you got to slide this little collet in place first. So I would slide this on, have my Allen key ready, make sure this thing's lined up exactly how I want it to be, hold that in place, make sure that this collet is flush with the back of it, and then tighten it. Double check to make sure it's exactly where you want it still, which this is. Now your drill bit is ready to go. So we will put that back in there, and we'll start drilling. And here we go. And there we have our 2 pocket holes. Next thing to do is to finally join it up. I have the T-drive bit installed into my drill now. And there you have your joined up pieces of wood. So guys, overall, I'm very pleased with the Pocket Jig 400 from MILESCRAFT. I think it's a really good addition to my workshop here. I think it's very well made. It's got a much stronger, feels like a much more durable, long-lasting construction from the aluminum body. I do like the ability to change the width in the pocket holes depending on the material thickness or the material width that you're using. I think the onboard storage is great. And again, it's not reinventing the wheel, right? But it has little things, little features here and there that I think make a big difference. And probably the biggest is the T-drive bit for the actual screws. I think that's gonna be a game changer for anybody that uses this. And be on the lookout for more videos like this. I'm gonna be doing a series of unboxing and reviews from MILESCRAFT tools and jigs. So if you're interested in the more affordable side of woodworking and getting your shop well equipped to handle any job, I just got a lot of tools and jigs from them, so I will be sharing a lot of those unboxings and reviews for you guys. So stay tuned for that and be on the lookout for those lists and videos. And yeah, if you're gonna do it with passion or not at all. We'll see you next time.